Why COPN or Cosmo Pharmaceuticals could do 10x in next few years. Cosmo's Clascoterone solution could become the first real game changer for male pattern baldness in decades. We're talking potential multi-billion-dollar market disruption. So let's break it down. What is Cosmo today? What's this baldness cure all about? And how high could the stock go if it makes it to market? First, a quick profile on Cosmo Pharmaceuticals. Founded in the late 90s and headquartered in Ireland, their current lineup includes approved products like Winlevi, a 1% Clascoterone cream for acne, Lialda for ulcerative colitis, and others that generate steady revenue. Shares were recently trading in the 115 to 120 Swiss francs range after a strong run. The stock has been volatile, but the real fireworks started in late 2025 when they dropped blockbuster Phase 3 data.
The catalyst: Clascoterone for baldness. Clascoterone 5% topical solution, branded in development as Breezula for androgenetic alopecia, aka male pattern baldness. Clascoterone is an androgen receptor inhibitor. In simple terms, it blocks DHT, the hormone that shrinks hair follicles in genetically prone men, right at the scalp level, without the systemic side effects like those from oral finasteride, which can cause libido issues or other hormone disruptions. The 1% version is already FDA approved as Winlevi for acne, so safety data exists. But for hair loss, they tested a stronger 5% version in two huge Phase 3 trials, SCALP-1 and SCALP-2, with over 1,400 patients combined. The results? Mind-blowing. They reported up to a 539% relative improvement in target area hair count versus placebo in one trial, and a combined 252% relative improvement across both. That's not just slowing loss, that's significant regrowth, far better than what minoxidil or finasteride typically deliver in trials. Investors loved it. The stock surged 40 to 50% in the days after the December 2025 announcement. Cosmo has said US and EU regulatory submissions are underway, meaning potential approval could come if data holds up under scrutiny.
Why is this a big deal? The global hair loss market is massive, estimated at $10 to $15 billion annually, and growing fast with aging populations and social media-driven demand for solutions. Current options like Rogaine, topical minoxidil, and Alopecia, finasteride, are decades old, have limited efficacy for many, and come with trade-offs. A safe, effective topical that actually regrows hair without messing with your whole system, that could capture huge market share. Valuation potential: how high the stock could go. Now, the billion-dollar question: what happens to the stock if this gets approved and hits the market? Current valuation, around 2 billion Swiss francs market cap, with solid existing revenue from GI and derm products plus royalties. If Clascoterone launches successfully, peak sales estimates for a blockbuster hair loss drug can easily hit $1 to $3 billion annually. Think what minoxidil generics do, but premium pricing for a superior product means higher margins. Analysts and market watchers have floated scenarios where this single asset could add several billion in value. For context, when the Phase 3 data dropped, the stock jumped sharply, showing how sensitive it is to pipeline news. Conservative case: approval in 2027-2028, slow ramp-up. Stock could double or triple from current levels, say to 300 to 400 Swiss francs, as revenue starts flowing and multiples expand on growth prospects. That is 3x from today's price. Bull case: it becomes the new standard of care, captures 20 to 30% of the market, partnerships or buyout interest emerges. Big Pharma loves dermatology assets. Peak sales $2 billion plus, valued at 5 to 10x sales multiple in a hot biotech environment. That could push market cap to 10 to 20 billion Swiss francs or more, implying 5x to 10x upside from today's 115 to 120 Swiss francs levels. Of course, risks are real. Regulatory hurdles, FDA, EMA might want more data, competition from emerging players like PP405 or others in trials, or if side effects appear in larger reviews. It's not a sure thing. Biotech is biotech, but the setup is asymmetric. Limited downside if it fails, core business still chugs along. Massive upside if it succeeds. The stock has already shown it can move 40 to 50% on good news alone. Quick risks recap. Clinical or regulatory failure, competition, market adoption slower than expected, or dilution if they raise cash. But with Phase 3 success already in hand and submissions filed, the de-risking has begun. Overall outlook: COPN is a high-conviction speculative play for those bullish on the hair restoration revolution. If you're into biotech catalysts, this one's worth putting on your watch list. What do you think? Could Clascoterone really be the baldness breakthrough we've waited for? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like if you're adding COPN to your radar, and subscribe for more deep dives into stocks with explosive potential. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.